Hello all, welcome to our channel Ashok. Today we are going to discuss about top Python logical questions. Question number 1. A program in Python to get the ASCII value of the given character. So when you want to take a character, first we require the variable. The variable can be defined in the runtime using the input function, input of enter a character. To get the ASCII value of the given character, we have one of the predefined function called as ORD. The ORD is the function can accept the character to return the ASCII value. After giving this statement, we can get the ASCII value of the given character. Like if suppose I'm entering the character C, we can get the ASCII value as 99. Question number 2. A program in Python to find the length of the list. So first of all, list is the collection of homogeneous or heterogeneous elements. The list data in Python can represent with the square bracket. So here the variable LD equals to the list data like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then to find the length of the list, we have a method called as the len. By using the len method, we can get the length of any collection. Here, the list is one of the collection and I have defined the list with some elements. So, when I am going to use the len, we can get the length as 5 here because the list I have been defined as 5 elements. Question number 3. A program in Python to reverse the list. When you want to take the list in the runtime, means dynamic definition for the list, we can use the eval function along with the input. Here, the input function must be nested in the eval. So, the variable LD which equals to eval of input of enter a list. This is the syntax we can follow to define the list in the runtime. After giving this, when you want to do the reversing of the list, we can go for LD of the square bracket colon minus 1. The operation which is called as list slicing. By using the start value as empty, stop value as empty, but the step factor as minus 1, we can able to get the reverse of the list. Suppose here the list I am entering as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I am going to run this file, we can get the list with the reverse operation. That means the elements which are from 5, 4, 3 to 1. This is the list what we have been get as the output after the reverse. Question number 4. A program in Python to find the maximum and minimum of the list. So again, the list LD equals to eval of input of enter a list. So to find the minimum, we have a function called as min. By using the min function, we can get the minimum value. To find the maximum, we have a function called as max. By using the max function, we can able to get the maximum of any collection. So here the collection is list. So for that list, we can find the minimum and maximum using the min and max functions. So if I'm going to run this file, we can enter the list here. Then here, the minimum value is the 1 and the maximum value is the 411. Question number 5. A program in Python to generate a sequence or the collection with even numbers up to 20. So here, I am going to generate a sequence like the tuple. The variable name is the td. We have a predefined function called as tuple function. Using this, we can generate the any sequence like the tuple. Here, the tuple function is accepting the operator called as range. Here, The range is a special operator which can generate the range of values from the given range, like from 1 to 10 or 1 to 100, like that. Here we require to be generate the even numbers. I am giving the range of numbers from 0 to 21 with the step factor 2. By giving this, we can able to generate the sequence or the tuple. This is one of the sequence of the collection. When I am going to run the file, we can be get the tuple with the even elements. Question number 6. A program in Python to clone the list. Suppose we have a list LD with some elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Here cloning is nothing but we require to be copy the list with another name. When you are going to be do the copy, then the modification on one list, it cannot be do the change in another list. That is the meaning of the cloning. So if you want to perform the cloning on the list, we can go for the slicing. So LD of the start value is the empty, stop value is the empty. By giving this, we can able to create the copy of the list with the name LD1 here. When I am trying to perform the modification on the corresponding LD, like LD of 2, which equals to 1, 2, and if I am trying to print LD and LD1, then the corresponding LD remains 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. That is the LD1, and but LD got changed. The element at index 2 got changed from 5 to 12. So this is what called as the cloning. Means once we have been copied the list to another list, in this case the modification on one list doesn't make change on another list. That is what called as the cloning. Question number 7. A program in Python to print the third character from the given string. For example, here the string is Python language. From this, if you want to print the third character, we require to be use the indexing. The indexing is possible with positive values and negative values. Positive indexing is nothing but accessing of the characters of the string in forward direction, means left to right direction. Negative indexing is nothing but the indexing values with the negative values, which are going to be start from -1 to minus maximum number of characters in the list or the string. Here we require to be use the negative indexing, means the accessing of the characters which are in the reverse direction, means from right to left. Here for this case I am going to use the positive accessing, means positive access is nothing but forward accessing. I am using the positive index value, that is the third character is nothing but index 2. Generally positive index values which are going to be start from 0, and here the maximum index value, the total number of characters minus 1. Here the corresponding third character is nothing but which is having the index 2, so I am using the index as 2. When I am going to use this, we can get the character that is T, that is the third character from the given string data. Question number 8. A program to add new element into the tuple. Generally, the tuple is one of the collection data and it is the immutable data type. Means once we have been defined, no modification can be possible on the tuple. But here we require to be add the element into the tuple. Technically, we can't be add the element into the tuple. So in this case, we require to be convert the tuple into the list. So the tuple data TD, the tuple is always be defined with the parenthesis. The elements I am taking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to add the element into the tuple, we require to give the function list function. I am converting this corresponding tuple data into the list. After converting into the list, I am trying to be add the element. So if you want to add the element, we have one of the method, that is what called as the append. Using the append, I am adding the 10. Then after adding the element, I am trying to print the list. Then after that, if I am trying to convert the corresponding list into the tuple using the tuple function, we can finally get the corresponding modification in the tuple. So in earlier we have the list, we have the tuple with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but now when you have been used the append on the list, the 10 was added and that reflected in the tuple also. This is the way that how we can able to be add the element into the tuple. Question number 9. A program in Python to convert the string into the list. Let's suppose we have a string Python program language is easy. Here the string consisting of characters with space also. I want to convert this string into the list. To make convert the string into the list, we have one predefined function which is called as a split. By using the split, we can convert the string into the list. So here I am taking the variable ld which equals to the string object str dot split off. When we can be give the split off, with the reference of the white space, automatically the string can be get divided into individual components and can be stored into the LD. Then after that, if you can try to print the LD, we can be get the string output in the list format. Question number 10. A program in Python to convert the list into the string. Let's suppose I have the list data 22 11 2024. This is the list data. I want to make this list into the string. So when you want to make the list into the string, we have the function called as a join. So here I am taking the string variable str. The join is able to use with the separator. So the separator I am using like hyphen dot join of the list data ld I am using. After giving this, if I am trying to print str, we can be get the output of the list in the string format. Question number 11. A program to convert the list to bytes in the Python. So let's suppose the list data ld equals to 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To convert the list data into the bytes data, we have a predefined function called as a bytes function. So here I am taking a variable b equals to bytes of the list object ld. When I am trying to print both the data ld and the bytes data, means list data and the bytes data both, then we have the output. One is the list, ld is the list data 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But when we have been using the bytes function, that each and every element of the list can be converted into the bytes and printed on the screen. Question number 12. A program in Python to create the student record with the name, marks and print the corresponding record. So when you want to create the record in the Python, we have a predefined data type called as dictionary. Dictionary is the collection of keys and value pair combinations. Here, when we want to define the dictionary, we can use the curly braces. So dict d equals to, take the flower bracket. So the dictionary required to be create with the, or the student record required to be create with the name of the student name. For this, the value I am giving as something Ravi. When you want to define the key and value pair combination in the dictionary, we can use key colon value. This is the proper syntax in the dictionary to follow. Comma. One more we require to define, that is the marks colon the value 77. This is the way that how we can able to be use the record creation with the dictionary, and when I am trying to print D, we can get that corresponding student record on the screen. Question number 13. A program in Python to check whether the string is palindrome or not. So first of all, the palindrome is nothing but the reverse of the data which equals to original data. Then we can say that is a palindrome. The palindrome for the string means first we require to find the reverse for the string and check the reverse string with the original string. If both are same, we can say that is a palindrome, otherwise that is not a palindrome. So let me take the string data yes with the value level. And here I am going to take the reverse string and storing in the variable rev_str. To do the reverse of the string, we can follow the string slicing method here, s of square bracket. Here, no start index value I am specifying, no stop index value I am specifying, but the step factor I am using as the -1. By giving this slicing syntax, we can get the reverse of the string. And then I am using the if condition. If the reverse of the string, that means rev_str, which equals to yes, original string, then we can say print of it is palindrome. Otherwise means else, we can say it is not a palindrome. So if you can run the program, we can get this is the palindrome because I have given the string as the level, but when you can do the reverse for that, we can get the level only. Level equals to level, the output is the palindrome. Question number 14, a program to find the factorial of the given number. Factorial is nothing but, for example, 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So the total multiplication is the result. So 5 into 4, 20, 20 into 3, 60, 60 into 2, 120 into 1, 120 is the output. So when you want to find the factorial, first of all, 0 factorial is the 1. That is a predefined value. And when you want to find the factorial, the number must be positive. If it is a negative, no factorial is possible. So the same thing we can be implement as the logic here. Let's suppose I am taking the number n, int of input of enter a value, and I want to check whether this number is equals to 0 or not. For that, if n equals to 0, then we can print fact. Here fact is nothing but this is one of the variable which is defined as the one above the condition. If the number is not equal to 0, means if the number is the positive, I am going to specify L if the condition is n is greater than to the 0. When the number is positive, I am taking one looping variable like the I. To this n is the value I am assigning, and while I is not equal to 0, that means when the number is not equal to 0, we require to do fact equals to fact into I, and then I minus means here there is no decrement and increment operator in the Python, so we can give I equals to I minus 1. By giving this, the number can be automatically decreased, like first 5, later 4, 3, 2, 1 like that. Then after that, we require to be print the corresponding factorial. When the number is the negative, then we can print not possible to calculate the factorial. So if I suppose to run the program, when I am going to give the value here as the 0, we can get the output as the 1. When I am going to give the value that is the positive like 6, we can get the output as a 720, 6 factorial 720. When I am going to give the negative value -1, we can get not possible. This is the way that how we can be calculate the factorial of the number. Question number 15, a program to print the multiplication table of the given number. Let's take a number, int of input of enter a number and store in the n. To take the multiplication table, we require to do the looping. So here I am taking the for loop for I in range of the multiplication table required to be calculated from the 1 to 10. So the range is going to be generate the numbers from 1 to 10 using these start and stop values. Now I am taking one variable result res equals to the value n, which is going to be multiplying with I. So here we require to be print of n comma the concatenating with the cross symbol comma I comma equals to comma the result. If you can be give like this, we can be get the multiplication table for the given number. For suppose 7 is the number, we can be get the 7 multiplication table on the screen. Question number 16. A program to accept the list and print the list after the sorting in reverse order. So to take the list, we can use the eval function. The eval function must be accept the input function as the parameter. That means we are doing the nesting of input in the eval, enter a list. After giving this, I want to print this list before the reverse. So print of before the sorting, the list is LD. If you want to perform the reverse sorting, we have a function called as a sort function. So LD dot sort of, to do the reverse sorting, we can use the parameter reverse, which can be defined with the true. By doing this, we can able to get the reverse order list. So if I am trying to be print the list after the sorting LD. So by running this file, here I am entering the list data like 11, 33, 99, 0, minus 1, 23. Like this I have taken the list. When I am going to print the original list as it is printed, when I am going to perform the sorting, the sorted list is from maximum to minimum. Question number 17. A program to create the nested list and print it. So nested list is nothing but list inside the list. Let's suppose LD equals to, the list can be defined with a square bracket. Within the square bracket, I am going to define some more list notations. So here that each list having 4 elements, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So when I am trying to print it, print of LD, we can be get the list as it is on the screen. Question number 18. A program to count the digits of the given number. Let's suppose the number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, if you want to count the digits of the number, we require to give len of str of the given number. So first the number n was converted into the string, and that string can be applied to the length. Then we can be get the total number of digits in the given number. So 7 digits we have here. So that is the output for us. Question number 19. A program to clear the list object. Let's suppose we have a list LD equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To clear the list, we have the function called as the clear. By using this clear function, we can able to remove all the elements of the list. If I am going to print after the clearing of the list, we can be get the empty list on the screen. Question number 20. Write a program in Python to create the array in the Python. Question number 20. A program in Python to create the array. To create the array in Python, there is no data type is available. To create the array, we require to be take the third party library like the NumPy. But here the NumPy we require to be import into our file. So here to import the NumPy, we can use the syntax import NumPy. After that, we can give the syntax like the variable name a equals to NumPy dot. There is a predefined method called as the array, and this array accepting some list or tuple or range of values. I'm giving here the list, and when I'm trying to print the aim, the corresponding array can be printed on the screen. Thank you for watching.